Hey there, my name is Brendan Flundra. Doing this video today on what it's been like being a realtor in British Columbia for the first 90 days. I liked when I watched some of these videos and people who took the time to do them after, being in the industry as well for some time. Always nice to kind of, maybe hear what it's like a little bit and some of the things that people come across. Maybe people are trying to make decisions on if this career, this industry was good for them, as well as maybe they're trying to, find out as far as, which brokerage to join, some of the differences maybe about being an independent agent or joining a team. Personally, I'm with a great brokerage, EXP Realty, newer brokerage, I guess you'd call it overall. Right now, this is June 2022. I think worldwide, we're EXP is at 82,000 agents worldwide. So definitely growing quite substantially all the time. With that, I registered in August of 2021 with UBC Sauder School of Business. So that's when I first kind of made the commitment, registered, did the course kind of as quick as I could, the 12 weeks of assignments, a couple extra weeks for, studying and reviewing notes for when I got into be able to go write my exam in Vancouver in November of 2021. So successful at passing my exam first attempt, which I was very pleased to find out after putting in quite a bit of hard work and hours studying, as I didn't want to have to delay an extra, I think it's potentially 3 months before you could rewrite again. So happy to get that done the first time. With that, I didn't really know if I was going to make a slower transition into the industry. I was working away from home, heavy equipment technician by trade for pretty much all of my career prior. So if you're curious about my background or, maybe what skill set or things that transferred over, not a ton really. There's as little things about, problem solving, speaking with customers, dealing with, unknowns and the black swans that kind of come up. So there is some connections there, but definitely quite a different industry where it was, this has been physical, instead of physical fatigue, it's the mental fatigue is the big change for myself. But it's good because I know I'm, growing, improving skills and learning new skills. So anyway, I just wanted to share this video, a little bit about what I've encountered, from kind of my expectations, my worries, my concerns, and kind of so far how everything's played out. Approaching this, the technician in me kind of likes to see kind of the process of stuff. Standard operating procedures are definitely how I've kind of been trained and operated as a technician. So I did want to do some planning, and kind of approached it to build it and create a business, not just, be a realtor and sell real estate. I want to be aware of, all the different aspects of the business, all the moving parts. If any of you have, or if you haven't, I recommend maybe looking into some books. Michael Gerber, for sure. His E-Myth, Entrepreneurial Myth, is definitely a great book that kind of outlines the different aspects of one, venturing into entrepreneurship and kind of the different hats you have to wear with that. Specifically, he does have one for the real estate agent as well. So more specific about the different systems and things that need to be part of your business to be successful and track things to, eventually have something that you've worked towards that, you could potentially sell to build a real estate business if that would be the goal. So some of my worries, I guess, making a big transition into an industry I haven't been a part of prior, were of course, all the different aspects. When am I going to find time for marketing, advertising, time and dollars, marketing, advertising, lead generation, lead follow-up, transaction management. What else is there? Just training, getting familiar with all the moving parts and all the tools through EXP, through Association of Interior Realtors, and all that. So those are a lot of worries and concerns I had, of course, how to, best time manage all those things during my day. And of course, the big thing is with 100% commission based job is, of course, when are my first deals going to come, from whom, what might that look like, how much might that be, how many months till you get that contract under wrapped up, and then from then, completion and possession dates being the time when you actually, get money, when the money changes hands for the real estate purchase. So a lot of unknowns for sure, and a lot of kind of planning to try to work with my family and kind of get everybody on the same page, what we might expect going forward. So of course, once I passed my exam, of course, the time came to try to make that decision on where to work and which brokerage to kind of hang my license and work under. Received a temporary license, of course, first after doing some practical courses online with other people in the province and stuff like that. And then there was another course which I'm still currently working on, which I'll complete in July of 2022 to be fully licensed. So with that, I talked to a few different brokerages in town. I also, with where I am now, I met and spoke with Sergey from Newhouse Real Estate Group in Penticton, of course, powered by eXp Realty. And really right from the start, I found that there was a connection. Some of the things I mentioned prior that were already, call it offered. There's a few different levels of, affiliation through his business model, but having the ability to take a lot of those worries off my plate, and the visionary part and the time to, create business plans, create workflows, transactional workflows, to see that CRMs, which is a huge part of any business today, lead generation, which is of course a crucial aspect of, real estate agents business, seeing and hearing that these things were in place already, and that there are ways that, in a team structure that one could come in as a new realtor and be able to utilize these great tools, as well as, being in an office with other licensed realtors. That's just something that is invaluable, just being surrounded by people that are conducting the same business which you wish and hope to grow. So just the experience of hearing about other transactions, watching how people conduct themselves in business, the ins and outs of different contract work that just happen in an office setting are invaluable. So with that, I like the idea of getting up every day, getting dressed, separating work from home in that aspect. Can be a nice freedom, I think, down the road to, with real estate agent, is that you can potentially work from anywhere, right? But at the start, I'm just kind of more of that, of the mindset, get out of the house, get ready, put in a full day's work at the office. So that's another benefit, I guess, the initial feeling for sure about what Newhouse Real Estate Group offered. I'd also, read quite a few books pertaining to real estate agents, followed certain people on social media, reached out on LinkedIn, talked to some local BC agents and stuff, and tried to, ask some questions about, what they've learned, what are some of the more important things about, starting a business if they had to again. They mentioned, many of them, how a mentor of some sort or coaching was really important and something that they might have wish they utilized earlier on in their career. So that's another aspect about this team setting here. Access to great coaching companies, personal mentor from Sergey himself, which has been great. And just the introduction, another point that's been great too, is just the connections and introductions to other industry vendors, directly within real estate, or maybe not, just supporting businesses within the community, which is great as well, because it's true that I can see how they say that your net worth is directly related to your network. So that is another very appealing point that seems to take a lot of pressure and stress off my shoulders. A lot of these unknowns, how things would happen. So with that as well, there's lots of training and things to get up to speed with, different programs, of course, within our EXP brokerage, within the Association of Interior Realtors, and also just industry stuff. So a lot of my time, was blocked off for training. I tried to keep that quite regimented during my weeks to make sure I was keeping up with all the deadlines. But with that, of course, it was amazing to have exposure to some leads within the office system that just being able to talk to people that have kind of raised their hand and have interest in real estate already. It's not cold calling by any means, which I was fine with. That might be a big part of starting out as a realtor, cold calling. But when you have a great lead generation system in office already, it's nice to be able to talk to people that have interest in real estate, have interest in real estate within the South Okanagan, and have actually they've made some commitments by call it signing up for a white paper, maybe a newsletter, or just to view properties. So that experience, also watching some of the more experienced agents, having those conversations on the phone was just huge for me. And then it also was a great runway for me to kind of get my feet wet, start talking to clients, creating those relationships, and just truly seeing how I could help or add value. I was very fortunate that we had some friends interested in the team I joined, and then what we offered for marketing, that we could represent them in the sale of their home. Unfortunately, they were leaving the area. They were very good friends of my wife and I. But right away, within the first month, I was lucky to walk through step by step the process of doing a comparative market analysis with my business partner in home with the people, as well as going through the whole process of earning their business to list their home for sale. So it was a great experience within the first month to go through that, and kind of see the follow-up, the workflow, and everything involved. So that was invaluable that early on to get that exposure. As well, I was very fortunate to work with some buyer clients that we had success writing offers that were accepted, and then they were able to affirm and complete on those. So in the first 3 months here, I'm very fortunate to help and get six people on the buyer side into homes. Also 2 listings that I've gained. One is as an accepted offer, and the other one is a firm deal. Just a note on that too, with EXP, it was amazing for a listing, call it, that kind of just came to me from being part of their workplace group, monitoring that, and a referral lead came from an agent out of province asking any agents in Penticton. I called right away, had a discussion, kind of explained a little bit of about our team, our experience, and stuff like that, and he was more than comfortable to pass on the names of his clients. From that came a 7-figure listing, which was amazing. With that as well, I co-listed another property with a business partner in the office here. So I just, from where my expectations were, heading into the year, first year as an agent, I was, hoping for a handful, 5 or 6 deals for the whole year, essentially. Right. Trying to be realistic, of course, trying to exceed that goal. But, here I am 3 months in, and essentially, I'm at 9 transactions already. So it's just unbelievable. I could have never imagined that would kind of be the outcome. With that too, still lots of transactional experience, some experience, writing on mobile homes, which are apparently a little more difficult than residential sales, more moving parts, some differences. doing stuff with subject to sale. It's just been, yeah, it's been great. Many, writing many offers to purchase that we didn't get accepted, which is fine, but transactional experience has been great that way. And the support from the office and the team has been wonderful. For example, just getting, being at a showing, knowing there's a deadline when offers need to be in, communicating the details and collecting the proper information in the field, relaying that back to the office, and getting support to construct a contract to purchase and sale was amazing to meet the deadline and successfully get our offer accepted. So I'm very fortunate for the successes I've had. Of course, there's lots of stressful days, and putting myself out of my comfort zone for sure has been a big part of that. But that is also a part that I committed to, and I was excited about building new skills and doing different things in my day-to-day work. But yeah, there's a lot of stressful situations. There's a lot of learning curves, unknowns. So I couldn't imagine doing this from another angle as an independent agent. There's so many moving parts to this business, and I want to do it on a high level. So I think the support has been amazing, being on the New House team, as well with EXP's whole back end of their brokerage and everything that we're have at our fingertips for tools, communication. It's unreal when we can speak to people from all over the world within our brokerage so easily, and everybody's so willing to help. It's really quite amazing. So there it is, gone on a little bit longer than I expected to, but happy if anybody wants to leave any comments. Also, anything about the process, registering with UBC Sauder School of Business. I used a fast track school as well to help prepare me for my exam. With that, happy to, if anybody wants to reach out in the comments, I can share that information and some of the perks I found about that that best prepared me to succeed at the exam the first time, as well as information about our great brokerage EXP, and as well as some of the great things about working here at the New House Real Estate Group team in Penticton. Happy to share, hoping that this will maybe inspire somebody else to make the leap out of their comfort zone, join a great industry, and really help people transact great real assets for sure in real estate that can create generational wealth for them. And that's why I really feel so strongly about this product and this industry. So I hope you enjoyed. Take care.